Hello, friends. I'm the pilot, and wrong universe, wrong universe. Okay, get me the hell out of here! You have to drop me, but thank you, Loki. Today's theory is, well, Loki related. Did you know that Kang from Ant-Man 3 and Kang from the Loki series is the same Kang from different points of his life? I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk. I'm a little jarred from a major multiverse problem. I would think the best way to describe how it's the same guy is, well, to speak chronologically of how his life probably thrown out. There was the Kang Empire. All Kangs throughout the multiverse. One Kang was different from the rest. Maybe he had ideals that didn't align with the rest. Maybe he was a little ambitious and maybe sought to outthrone the rest. And then B's the rules. I don't know. However, he was exiled, sent to Earth 1999. I forget how many nines. The MCU, for which he was then microsized and lost in the quantum realm. To this being in the quantum realm, time is a little wonky, as we do know. It could be that in the quantum realm, it's still the time for which there's a multiverse, and yet in the still the same point, it is actually the time for which it is the time for which Thanos has still destroyed the stones. That is important for later. For this, Kang had encountered Ant-Man, defeated by Ant-Man, pushed smaller. But here's what I think he regains. He goes smaller, regains the elements that is the Infinity Stones, somehow uses those elements to create his own powers. Not powers that he gives himself, but powers he puts into devices. Say a gauntlet, say some sort of device, kind of like the Hydra guns in Captain America, the first Avenger. What it may be, but it may be his tickets out of the quantum realm. He gets out of the quantum realm, goes to Earth, and says, I quit. But he doesn't just quit everything. He says, I quit the multiverse. I'm going to devise a plan that makes it so that none of those Kangs even exist. They are nothing. They are not even a thought, a memory, a whisper of a threat to me. That is why we go from someone here who has technology, who is a conqueror, who is a fighter, and wants to end anyone in his path because he is still fresh in the game. He just got exiled. He just wants to fight and get his revenge. But now he has exited the quantum realm. Supposedly, by my theory, he has harnessed either the power of the Infinity Stones or either maybe rejoin them in some form, some way. Kind of like how the Reality Stone went from a liquid to a solid. Could he have done the same thing from atoms to a whole stone once more? But once he's out and he wants to eliminate the threat of the council, he chooses time. He goes back in time, creates the TVA, makes a sacred timeline, one he chooses that would be the least threat to him. He chooses this only because he thinks there's no X-Men. There's no mutant kind on this planet whatsoever. But yet all other multiverses have mutants. They have the Fantastic Four. They have all these other threats. But yet this one just has the Avengers. But he is no fool. He creates a contingency plan. So now here we are. Older and smugger, if you may ask myself. He has created what he wanted. He has the one timeline on the personally maybe the weakest of the multiverses because it doesn't have everything the other ones have, like X-Men, Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and whatnot. It just has the Avengers and the Avengers alone to take down him. But again, he's not stupid. He has a contingency plan to reignite the multiverse. How does he do this? He sets these stepping stones in place for Loki. Because one has to remember, he knew the whole time, he knew about Loki's abilities in season 2. He was just so smug and arrogant about it. Oh, have you figured out how to stop time yet? He knew every step. He knew exactly what Loki could do or potentially could do. He was setting him up to push further to the point he would create the multiverse, the contingency plan that he had for when his day would come that something would cut him down. Now, he probably perceived that it would probably be an Avenger, not Lady Loki, but hell have no fury like a woman's scorn. And another person who you probably didn't even realize who knew would be Loki's mother, Thor's mother. She knew the whole time. She always said that Loki was destined for greater things. Why else would she teach him witchcraft and not Thor? If you think about it, don't you think you want every one of your children to have all of these powers and all these abilities? But she only taught Loki. Thus, then again, with her witch-seeing eyes, as she described it in Infinity War. No, that was Endgame. Endgame, she described it. They see the future, and the future has not been kind to you, Thor. Has it not? So she saw the future. She knew that day she would die, but yet she still charged in there and took it. She knew what she was doing before she did it. Just like Kang knew what he was doing before he did it. He wants the council back to either avenge him or bring him back somehow. Thus, bringing us a threat worthy of X-Men. A threat worthy of X-Men joining Avengers, joining Inhumans, and joining in all unison. This is an all-hands-on-deck kind of threat, and Kang knew it. He made this threat. He made this battle plan in case he died because he knew the Avengers alone couldn't do it. But there's somebody coming to town! Deadpool, Wolverine, bringing the X-Men to join with the Avengers to fight the threat that the Avengers never could fight alone. X-Men, Wolverine, all of them joined with the Avengers laid out before us, joined with maybe the Inhumans. Who knows what they might have to stock up on top of just to fight the Council of Kangs. But I can assure you this. It was all the doing of just one man who bounced around in time and orchestrated this falling of heroes, or the rising of them. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Did you like this theory? Did you love it? Or did you hate it? I'm the captain. This is Nerd Talk. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Turn back time, oh, gonna hit